Hello and welcome everyone to a brand new Let's Play series of me playing Europa Universalis 4, or just short EU4. So what is EU4, what are we going to do while playing it, and why am I playing it? So first of all, what is EU4? EU4 is one of my favorite games. It's a grand strategy game. I haven't actually played it that long, it's only been a couple of years. Yeah, you see, that long. Time is completely relevant when it comes to game time for me. But yeah, it's a grand strategy game where you basically, as we ironically say, you paint the map or you pick your own objective. It's very sandboxy. It's been developed and published by Paradox Studios, who does a lot of great games, especially grand strategy games that I like, but they're also the awesome publishers behind Tyranny and Pillars of Eternity and Magicka. Tyranny, which is one of the games that we are going to be doing a Let's Play series on as well. I just have to record the content first, obviously. So what are we going to do in EU4 this time? For our first Let's Play of the channel, I had been thinking we are going to start as Korea, and we're going after an achievement called the Choson One. So we're going to channel our inner Anakin Skywalker / reluctant hero, as we have been playing many reluctant heroes recently in both Thief Gold and our Goblin playthrough in World of Warcraft, so it was only fitting to take an achievement here as a goal called the Chosen One. So as Korea, we need to conquer every province. Is there a religion mode? No, this is the religious mode. That is Confucian, Shinto, or Buddhist. So we have some Buddhists here. We have Ceylon, or Sri Lanka as it's now called here. We need to conquer all of that. Oh, there. And why are we playing Korea? Well, we're playing Korea because back when I first started playing EU4, Korea was the first country that I started playing as. And I actually really like their position, and as you can see here, we have gotten all the expansions enabled, even the awesome metal music, not the Sabaton one because that's third-party copyrighted stuff, but since one of the I guess you'd call it the ultimate last content patch, and was Mandate of Heaven, focuses on Asia, and the one after that, which was kind of like a flavor expansion, I think they call it, Third Realm, focused on Russia. We will get to deal with Russia here anyway. I thought this was a nice geopolitical situation where we could see some of the new content as well, experience it for ourselves. So let's hop right into the game, and I will also explain to you why we're playing EU4 as we do it. Crucial here, we're going to select Iron Man mode because we do want to earn the achievements. It says here, achievements can be earned this session. And you can see here, I have already tried playing Korea a bit, just to see that I have sort of an opening strategy, that we're not completely in the dark. But let's call this Korea YT, Korea YouTube. So start Iron Man. So the reason why we're going to play as not play as Korea, but play EU4, is that EU4 is one of those games that I only discovered, like I said, quite recently, and I really fell in love with how it forces you not to be in charge of everything in your gameplay. It kind of is event driven, I guess you'd say. Think of like a card game where you take event cards randomly and it gives you a situation and you have some choice in how you want to react with it, but in general you just have to deal with what is happening. Similar combat is based around dice rolls, and you have no control over how well you do in combat, really. So that's what I really like about it. It's different from other strategy games in that sense that it, instead of giving you total control, it kind of forces you to deal with situations. It's also got incredible historical depth that I really like. And I came to this game after playing Civ. Well, I played some Civ 1 with my dad when I was very young, and later I played Civ 4. That was just before I started playing WoW, and then I discovered Civ 5. I really liked Civ 5, and somehow I think I was in YouTube. I discovered either Arumba or Quill18, both awesome YouTubers. Don't expect me to like be anywhere at their level when it comes to EU4, especially Arumba. But yeah, I'll put the links in the descriptions down below, that in case you don't know about them and you really like this Let's Play or like EU4, you should check them out. Anyway, I came upon EU4 and I was like, oh yeah, cool, let's get this. It was like Christmas, and someone in the Steam review said, oh, if you really like Civilization and you think that's a hard game, wait until you play EU4. It's going to like show you that Civilization is actually a kid's game. And not that Civ is like bad, but in terms of complexity, it doesn't hold a candle to EU4. So let's start the game off here. We have an unassigned merchant that we're just going to put collecting here in our primary trade node, just to make a tiny bit more money. I'm not the world's best person when it comes to trade, so I'm not going to explain too much about why we're doing it or whether this is the best thing to do, but the reason why I'm doing it is just because that way you get some extra money, and I have the experience that it does give you, at least at the start of the game, a bit more money to put one of your 2 merchants, you see we have 2 merchants here as well, in there to collect money for you. And here we see we have 3 whole forts. Forts are, well, they make it harder for an enemy to besiege a province, but they also cost half a ducat. Ducats are these gold things here a month, so we will mothball them, so they cost us nothing. But that also means that obviously they don't work in terms of protecting the province. The province will just get besieged down in 1 month. A month is calculated here. Basically the game ticks through 1 day at a time, and after a month a regular province without a fort or with a mothballed fort will fall down. So that's just for the people who might not know what EU4 is. So I'm doing some, like you might say, unnecessary explanations here, but we're also sending this trade fleet to protect trade in our primary trade node, just once again to get more money. On the matter of money, we're mothballing this fleet so that it doesn't cost us money either, because we will mostly focus on land wars here against the Manchu tribes, which historically ended up forming Manchu, and then later on the Xing, I think it's called. It's spelled with a Q, but I think the pronunciation is Xing. Let's see what other things we need to worry about in the beginning. We need rivals, because rivals give you power projection and other nice stuff. So we will take Cochin over here, and we will take Jianzhou over here. So this is perfect. Jianzhou has the border here with us, so this is our primary expansion route anyway, so we want to get this, and we want a mission. Means improve relations with Ming. We need to get Ming's opinion of us at least to 100. We can improve it with one of our 3 diplomats to by 100, so to a max of 140. Because we're the same religion, we get 25, and we're a tributary state, which means we need to pay Ming something, either one of these monarch points or money every year, and they will stay friendly towards us. And we need to conquer Ming anyway, but in the beginning we do want to keep on their good side, because they will make these people into tributary states, maybe even Oirat or Mongolia, even though in my practice run I managed to fight off Ming with Oirat so that they didn't become a tributary state. If they do become one, it's not the end of the world, but I'd like to avoid it. But if the Manchu tribes become tributaries, it's great, because then I can still fight them, even though Ming protects them. Ming doesn't protect them against other tributary states, so I don't really mind if Ming makes them a protectorate. The other mission we had was conquer or protect our brethren in Hong Kong, which is essentially another word for conquer it. So we will do improve relations with Ming first, because we want some alliances before we start this war, even if we were not to call on our allies to do it, So just because that mission is quicker, we will do it first, put a diplomat there. We will want Oirat as our ally. So right now they have 26 reasons not to want our alliance. If we improve relations with them, that will change. So we will put a diplomat there. We will also want to ally with Yeren. I mean, we will conquer them at one point, so we will just do a regular alliance, not like a royal marriage here, which means the alliance is a bit more stronger. Because after we've conquered all of this, we will conquer Yeren, and then we will focus on either Ming or the Japanese daimyos down here. But for a short-term alliance, we do want Yeren, and that's why I'm assigning my diplomats like that. We can found the Hall of Worthies, so bring the best, bring the brightest or the best scholars in the nation together under one roof. It costs us 50 ducats and 30 admin points, these paper mana here, but we get plus half a prestige until the end of the game, which is really good. I usually tend to struggle a bit with prestige, so we're going to do that. It's just a one-time thing, and we get like a bonus until the end of the game, so there's nothing wrong with that at all. So with that in mind, what else do we need to do before we start the game? The game is still paused, as you can see. We will buy 5 more troops. How many cavalry do we already have? 4 cavalry, but because cavalry is king in the early game, we will buy 2 more, and then we will buy 3 spearmen. Oh, sorry, that was 1 too many. You see, this is our force limit here. It does allow us, obviously, to go over it, but then that troop costs more maintenance exponentially, so we want to avoid that. And while we're not going to war, we want to earn more money, so we will go down on the army maintenance, just so we don't have to pay ridiculous amounts of money every month to keep the morale of the army. Think of morale as hit points up. So that's it. So we will start the game. I will speed it up, I think, to 4. I tend to run this a bit too quick, so I'll keep it at 4 now because we're at peace and we're just waiting for missions to be completed. Oh, we are now careful, so less aggressive expansion. Aggressive expansion is basically every time you conquer a province, people will hate you more for it, and they might join coalitions against you, which is bad. So Cochin, yeah, we will pay the tribute. Cochin and Jiangsu made an alliance, so we will have to fight both of them if we fight Jiangsu, which is why we do want that alliance with Yeren and with the Oirats. The Oirats also have a vassal called Mongolia here. Mongolia doesn't really like them, I think. Yeah, their liberty desire is 100, so they will get their independence at some point. Oh, they apparently became tributaries. Our Haishi and Jiangsu became tributaries out of their own free will. Ming didn't have to do anything special there. Let's see. Our monarch is quite good, so I won't mess around with these sliders at all. Our heir is crap though, so I might assign him to become a general. If we do that, we will he has a higher chance of dying, and if he dies, we will get a new heir. We might have better stats. This here, you can see his stats are, we are a 655. The best you can be is a 6. Ming Force War on Oirat. This is quite different already from how I played it. So best is 666. We are 2 points short of 6, and medium, I guess, would be something like 333. And our heir is definitely suboptimal in that regard. So yeah, this game already started out quite differently. In my previous game, I think Ming declared war on Cochin, not on Mongolia. And Haishi, it's comet sighted, we will lose stability, and we have all these options that all result in the same thing. Oh, comets, devils, kith and kin, indeed. So if you have low stability, you have higher chances of revolts and other fun stuff, so let's bump that up. We just use 100 admin points to do that, by the way. So you need paper mana as well to like core land to make it like your own once you've conquered it, and diplomatic power to conquer more land than what you have claims on. So what are claims? Claims are essentially used as a casus belli to go to war with another nation. This is not like your regular RTS, like most of you probably know, but if there's any new people in this Let's Play series watching it, you need a reason to go to war in EU4, and basically you can say, okay, I have all these claims basically saying these papers prove that this province should be part of my land, but if I want more land apart from those things, then I need to start paying these points. And military points are used to quell rebellions if you don't want to fight the rebels' armies head on, and they're also used to upgrade your technology, so the entire game essentially revolves around these points in one way or another. Oh, we got our mission completed, so let's pause here. And now we could do the Haishi mission instead, because it gives us prestige and diplomatic power. This one would give the monthly autonomy change. Can we form an alliance against... We can form an alliance with Yeren, but they're defending against Koching and they're defending against Haishi. Okay, let's re-evaluate our situation. We can put the alliance with Oirat. I hope Oirat doesn't call us in to the war now. But let's... So, Yeren will probably not exist after this war. And Koching and Jianzhou are our enemies. Haishi might get something, so we might want to switch to Haishi as an ally. And then what? Beat up Jianzhou, backstab with the help of Haishi, because we need someone to help us against Koching. I mean, I'll probably go for both Haishi and Mongolia then, because Yeren seems to be doomed, at least from my perspective. So let's take this alliance here, and let's put... Oh, we can already form an alliance with Haishi directly. That's good. Let's do it like that. But we don't want to royally marry them. That's definitely the case. And then we will send one guy here to build spy network, which you need in order to fabricate these claims that I talked about. And then we will wait till we can send a new diplomat on January 25th here to royally marry Haishi. No, Haishi, Oirat, sorry. And then give them military access. This is all to keep their opinion of us higher, which means that they're more likely to join in wars against us. I mean, there's this favor system here now, so they need 10 favors in order to join in a war against us. But if there were other factors, like they're already in a war, they are fed up with the wars they're having or something else, the high opinion could offset that, and they're less likely to actually annul that alliance as well. We're going to put this guy there so that we have someone there to give us the mission that we have. Then what we're going to do next, we have one free diplomat. Should do something with that diplomat. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with Yeren. I think they're going to lose a chunk of their land, but we might still be able to use them as an ally, because we will lose Haishi pretty quickly. So, attrition for enemies. If we defend the frontier, we get attrition for enemies. Oh, defended frontier. This is actually... wow. I mean, monthly autonomy would be nice, but I think because this is something that gives us actually a thing for the entirety of the game, it might not be like super huge, but I still want it because I've not like read these mission texts that closely before. I haven't noticed this. We already have a claim here, which is great, and that autonomy is basically here. You can see it's 0% autonomy, so we control it completely. and autonomy affects the production, the tax, and how many men we can recruit, so the manpower of the province and all that. So the lower the autonomy per month modifier is, the quicker we get the maximum benefit out of a province. So that modifier would have been good as well, but I just want to try this one out because the modifier wouldn't have stayed forever. This one actually does stay forever, even though people might not go in there and actually like conquer it that much, hopefully. I mean, in the beginning of the game, probably. Wait, yeah, I was thinking I hadn't put someone with a spy network in there. We are making money. Well, Jiangsu's army is Yaren's army is apparently in Jiangsu, while his own land is getting occupied. Can we take an alliance with you now? Oh yeah, you're totally willing. Yes, we will pay you the diplo points, the admin points. What do we want? Do we want local defensiveness or a military engineer? These are essentially advisors that you can buy here. They cost some money, but they also give you more of the monarch points. So at the moment we don't want more monarch points, even though we have the money to actually support them, but if we go to war we won't. So I'm just building up a war chest here, or a chest for like bad events. This is what I meant by an event. Sometimes you need to pay money and then you don't want to go into debt, even though you can take out like loans here. We try and avoid that, so we choose this. This gives us at least some benefit. So let's let this tick over to 101, and then we will take you out and we will form an alliance here. There we go. And nicely, nobody has called us into their wars to defend them, so that our like fragile alliance chain here cannot sort of like break because of that, or we don't have to fight Ming, our overlord, which we're not prepared to do yet. Oh, Orat accepted peace. Orat will cede Alexa and Agent to Ming. Mongolia will cede provinces to Ming. Orat will become a tributary state. So Ming just got stronger, and Oirat weaker, which probably means that Mongolia will break free. Could just be good for us. Do we want more money or more prestige? I think we want more the prestige and the loyalty from the clergy. So let's just read this event and then I'll explain it to you, to those of you who are new. So the clergy has long been one of the foremost pillars of the Korean realm, providing not only spiritual guidance but also administrators, judges and diplomats for the benefit of our king. In return for these great services, many donations have been made over the years, both by the state and by others to the clergy. These gifts have over the centuries made the clergy quite rich and influential. Times grow dire, however, and the state has to cover an increasing number of expenses. How is that possible? We are making money, we are not at war, we have allies, and we have a plan. Well, the game is totally not on board with my vision for the country, apparently. Suggestions that perhaps the clergy might make a voluntary contribution have not been favorably met. So yes, we will totally find money elsewhere, and that's also the alarm. So what I'll do is I'll click this. We will get 5 prestige. Clergy will gain loyalty, but also influence. And I'll keep this paused here, and I'll see you in the next episode. So once again, thank you for watching. Do like if you like this episode and this series, especially the first episode. It always really helps. And do subscribe if you haven't, and do share this video with all the people that you know that might be interested in it. That helps too. So like, subscribe, share. Thank you. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.